Chapter 2. Fundamental Rights. Right to Equality, Article 14 to 18. Black Circle 14 Equality before law. 15 Prohibition of discrimination. 16 Equality of opportunity in public employment. Black Circle 17 Abolition of untouchability. Black Circle 18 Abolition of titles. Right to freedom, Article 19 to 22. Black Circle 19 Protection of 6 rights. Checkmark right to freedom of speech and expression. Checkmark right to assemble peaceably and without arms. Right to form associations or unions or cooperative societies. Right to move freely throughout the territory of India. Right to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India. Right to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. 20 Protection in respect of conviction for offenses. 21 Protection of life and personal liberty. Black Circle 21A Right to education. Black Circle 22 Protection against arrest and detention. Right against exploitation, Article 23 to 24. Black Circle 23 Prohibition of human trafficking and forced labor. Black Circle 24 Prohibition of child labor. Right to freedom of religion, Article 25 to 28. Black Circle 25 Freedom of conscience, profession, practice and propagation. Black Circle 26 Freedom to manage religious affairs. 27 Freedom from taxation for promotion of a religion. Black Circle 28 Freedom from attending religious instruction. Cultural and educational rights, Article 29 to 30. Black Circle 29 Protection of interests of minorities. 30 Right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions. Right to constitutional remedies, Article 32. 32 Right to remedies for the enforcement of the fundamental rights using 5 writs. Habeas corpus, to direct the release of a person detained unlawfully. Mandamus, to direct a public authority to do its duty. Quo warranto, to direct a person to vacate an office assumed wrongfully. Prohibition, to prohibit a lower court from proceeding on a case. Certiorari, the power of the higher court to remove a proceeding from a lower court and bring it before itself. Black Circle 33 empowers the Parliament to restrict or abrogate the fundamental rights of the members of the armed forces, paramilitary forces, police forces, intelligence agencies and analogous forces. Black Circle 34 provides for the restrictions on fundamental rights while martial law, military rule, is in force. 35 empowers the Parliament to make laws on fundamental rights. Fundamental duties. Greater than fundamental duties in India, Article 51A 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 added 10 fundamental duties to the Indian Constitution. 86th Amendment Act 2002 later added 11th fundamental duty to the list. Swaran Singh Committee in 1976 recommended fundamental duties, the necessity of which was felt during the internal emergency of 1975–77. 1. Abide by the Indian Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. 2. Cherish and follow the noble ideals that inspired the national struggle for freedom. 3. Uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. 4. Defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. 5. Promote harmony in the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic and regional or sectional diversities, and to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. 6. Value and preserve the rich heritage of the country's composite culture. 7. Protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife. And 2. Have compassion for living creatures. 8. Develop scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. 9. Safeguard public property and to abjure violence. 10. Strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. 11. Provide opportunities for education to his child or ward between the age of 6 and 14 years. This duty was added by the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act, 2002. Directive Principles of Indian Constitution. Directive Principles of State Policy, DPSPs. Classification. Socialistic Principles. Gandhian Principles and Liberal Intellectual Principles. DPSP Socialistic Principles. Definition: they are the principles that aim at providing social and economic justice and set the path towards the welfare state. Under various articles, they direct the state to: Article 38 promote the welfare of the people by securing a social order through justice, social, economic, and political, and to minimize inequalities in income, status, facilities, and opportunities. Article 39 secure citizens' right to adequate means of livelihood for all citizens, equitable distribution of material resources of the community for the common good, prevention of concentration of wealth and means of production, equal pay for equal work for men and women, preservation of the health and strength of workers and children against forcible abuse, opportunities for the healthy development of children. Article 39A promote equal justice and free legal aid to the poor. Right to work. Right to education. Right to public assistance. Article 42 make provision for just and humane conditions of work and maternity relief. Article 43 secure a living wage, a decent standard of living, and social and cultural opportunities. Article 41 in cases of unemployment, old age, sickness, and disablement, secure citizens. Article 47 raise level of nutrition and standard of living of people and improve public health. Article 40 organize village panchayats and endow them with necessary powers and authority for all workers. Article 43A takes steps to secure the participation of workers in the management of industries. DPSP Gandhian Principles. Definition: these principles are based on Gandhian ideology used to represent the program of reconstruction enunciated by Gandhi during the national movement. Under various articles, they direct the state to enable them to function as units of self-government. Article 43 promote cottage industries on an individual or cooperation basis in rural areas. Article 43b promote voluntary formation, autonomous functioning, democratic control, and professional management of cooperative societies. Article 46 promote the educational and economic interests of SCS, STs, and other weaker sections of the society and to protect them from social injustice and exploitation. Article 47 prohibit the consumption of intoxicating drinks and drugs which are injurious to health. Article 48 prohibit the slaughter of cows, calves, and other milch and draft cattle and to improve their breeds. DPSP Liberal Intellectual Principles. Definition: these principles reflect the ideology of liberalism. Under various articles, they direct The state to Article 44 secure for all citizens a uniform civil code throughout the country. Article 45 provide early childhood care and education for all children until they complete the age of 6 years. Note: 86th Amendment Act of 2002 changed the subject matter of this article and made elementary education a fundamental right under Article 21A. Black Circle Article 48 organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines. Article 49 protect monuments, places and objects of artistic or historic interest which are declared to be of national importance. Article 50 separate the judiciary from the executive and the public services of the state. Article 51 promote international peace and security and maintain just and honorable relations between nations. Checkmark foster respect for international law and treaty obligations. Encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration.